Alright, picture this. You just woke up and you're ready to be productive. You have a lot of work to get done, so you make your chai, you've got your books, and found the perfect quiet spot to get started. But 10 minutes in, you just get hit with this heavy wave of tiredness, and it's basically downhill after that. We've all been there way too many times. No matter how much sleep you get, you just can't seem to perk up and feel energetic to tackle everything you want to. But over the past year, to prevent this feeling of tiredness, I've one by one started to embed 5 new and doable habits to hit the problem at its root cause. How to finally fix your sleep. The exhausting fight to fix my sleep started during quarantine. Every time I tried to sleep super early or wake up at 5 a.m. to fix the cycle, I would just end up feeling tired and sluggish for days afterwards. And there's a reason for that. In the book The Power of When, Dr. Michael Bruce states that every one of us has our own individual biological clock ticking away inside us. But the thing is, everyone's clock doesn't keep the same time. All of our bodies are programmed to function better or worse at different times of the day, which means that maybe you cognitively function better at 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. But constantly forcing ourselves to go against what feels natural isn't healthy, unless you have to, for classes, jobs, or family. This narrative of, oh, you're lazy and you won't work as well if you wake up late is untrue. The fact is that only after switching back to my natural wake up time of 9 a.m. was I able to get the 7 to 8 hours of satisfying good quality sleep that I needed. And after a while, not only did people notice a genuine difference, but I started to function with high levels of energy all the time and rarely noticed any energy drops. But the only way this worked is because I started to implement some important habits to regulate my sleep. The optimal sleep schedule for 12-hour days. Setting a sleep schedule is extremely necessary for optimal sleep. And this didn't mean I set a 10 p.m. bedtime for myself. Most people swear by going to bed super early, but that just doesn't work with a 10 to 12-hour workday. My honest cutoff time is actually 1 a.m. and has been for a long time now. The reason is being a med student, doing YouTube, having a social life, having day-to-day responsibilities means that I actually have a very long working day. And on top of that, I'm a certified night owl, which means I cognitively function better in the evening times. And I know this isn't the perfect way to sleep, but at the end of it, it works, and all you really need is regularity. Your body's internal clock follows a specific sleep-wake pattern, so by going to bed late one night and early the next, you're throwing your circadian rhythm off balance. The big benefit of setting this strict 1 a.m. sleep time for myself was that I naturally started to wake up at around 8 to 9 a.m. with a sun shining in my face without any alarms, and my body clock just settled into this nice sustainable routine. So figure out when you function best, what feels natural and normal, figure out what's best for your schedule, and then just make a routine out of it. That's it. Speedy morning routine for maximum energy. Being a night owl, my energy levels are always low to moderate in the morning times, but in no way does that mean that we should let how we feel dictate what we do. There's 2 things to place emphasis on to get your energy levels up in the morning. 1, a specific time to get out of bed, and 2, a speedy morning routine. If you're like me, then there's a danger of you lingering in bed because of your low energy levels in the morning. So have a set time, not just to be awake, obviously, but to be out of bed, whether it's 9 a.m., 8 a.m., 11 a.m. And as soon as you're up, it's really ideal that if you have this quick routine that you follow every day, so that you can trigger and train your brain to wake up with that routine. And it can be as simple as taking a piss, brushing your teeth, and then making a tea while listening to an audiobook in the background. That's what I do at least, and the more I do this routine, the more I'm conditioning my brain to wake up and feel a bit more energized before I start the work. How I easily fall asleep in 2 minutes. Now, if you are struggling with sleep, it's going to be hard to fall asleep at the same time every night. So I wanted to give you 3 mini habits to help you with that and give you a good quality sleep. First, don't lie in bed trying to fall asleep for 20 minutes. Uselessly lying in bed for a prolonged period of time is not a good strategy at all. You just end up getting anxious and frustrated with yourself. Instead, what Matthew Walker suggests is to get up and do a relaxing activity. I usually read, and if that doesn't work, then this exercise always does. It's something that apparently all the pilots around the world do as well, and basically start by lying down, closing your eyes, and gradually trying to relax every part of your face. Your muscles, your mouth, like you may get a bit droopy, but just trying to sink backwards and relax as much of everything as possible. And once that's done, then you focus on every other part of your body, slowly first relaxing your legs, then your arms. Take time with each part, and all the while focus on your breath. I'm basically describing meditation, but that's what I do, and before I even get past relaxing my face, I'm already fast asleep. Second, the no device policy. Don't use your phone or laptop before you sleep. Just have it on airplane mode, have it switched off in another room somewhere. Make it a blanket policy to not use it an hour before you sleep. The blue light stimulates your eyes and your brain, and I don't do it perfectly, but I really try and limit the use of random devices at the end of the last hour of the day. And third, temperature control. The optimum temperature for our bodies to sleep is 19 degrees Celsius or around 66 degrees Fahrenheit. That's quite cold. Our body is used to feeling cooler at the beginning parts of the night, and it gets warmer as we progress, as we start to wake up. So things like using less blankets, using a fan, taking a warm shower before you sleep is really effective for our bodies to feel relaxed and cool down. counterintuitively. Maintaining energy levels, gut health, and student diet. When it comes to feeling tired while we're working, we all think it's a purely mental problem, but that's only half the picture. The other half is our body, and that's because of our gut microbiome. A huge determinant of how fresh or tired we feel is the amount of energy that our body and brain is using. And even if you aren't a pro boxer or an athlete, if you're just a knowledge worker like me who sits on his butt and does 10 hours of work every day, your brain is still using a ton of energy. And that energy's currency is glucose. It helps maintain our energy levels throughout the day. And after all my reading on how to maintain good energy levels, what I found was that we need to keep our glucose levels stable throughout the day. Huge dips and spikes means that you'll experience the same dips and spikes of energy in the day. Obviously, if they're too low, then you won't have enough energy to work, but if they're too high, like after that high carb meal that you had for lunch, that spike in glucose causes the release of insulin in your body, which tries to bring these glucose levels down. And what's worse is that after that big spike, your body tries to usually overcompensate by bringing those glucose levels below normal. And that's why you experience something like the afternoon slump. So I'm gonna quick fire 3 important tips that I learned about to keep your glucose levels stable. Again, not medical advice, ask your doctor for that. This is just the general consensus. Avoid plain carbs. Don't just eat a plain bowl of rice or snack on crackers. Add hummus to those crackers or add some proteins to the rice to really balance it out. This applies to breakfast too. Eating carbs alone on an empty stomach is a guarantee to send you to Spike City. Don't just eat a donut and coffee. Avoid having plain sugar. Sugar causes crazy high spikes. So if you're just eating candy, that is not ideal. Eat fruit instead. It still has sugar, but there's other nutrients in there as well. And 3, stress eating late at night is a no-go. Stress increases cortisol levels already and it messes up with your metabolism. So when your brain is already on overdrive late at night and you're throwing energy drinks and desserts at it, your energy levels the next day are almost guaranteed to be horribly low. So yeah, if you are looking for a late night snack, then stick with yogurt with berries. The only natural way to tackle feeling tired all the time is sleep, diet, and routine. Only once you get these small habits underway will your energy levels and motivation to study actually improve. But studying isn't just about energy and motivation. It's about using smart study techniques to maximize your results in exams. And that's exactly what this video is all about. It's actually the opposite or the other side of what we've been talking today. It's about the practical strategies to take your studying, active recall, encoding, all of it to the next level. Check it out if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this has helped, and I'll see you in the next one.